So today I'm taking a look at this nightstand by Yoobure, and now this one's going to have a charging station, and it's also going to have some lights inside, so I just want to do a quick unboxing and assembly and give my first impressions of this. So here's everything that comes in the box. We're going to have the tabletops, the support beams, the legs, the drawers, the hardware, the charging station, a baggie with the LED strip lights, and the control, and finally the instruction booklet. So the first thing to do is to attach these two legs together. And this piece on top is going to be piece 4, and this one over here is going to be piece 5. And now we can use these small screws and washers from baggie number N and just go ahead and screw it in over here and here. And now this can be flipped upside down, and we can go ahead and attach the feet right at the bottom. And this is what it ends up looking like. And now we can repeat the same steps for the other leg. And now we can put these to the side. Then we can grab pieces 2 and 3 and then screw it in right over here with these long screws labeled B. And now we can attach this piece to one of the legs, and I'm grabbing this one that's labeled 5 at the bottom. I just place it just like so and insert 3 screws labeled B right over here. Now it's time to attach these posts labeled 7 right over here, and we're going to be using the H screws. And now this can be flipped on its back, and now the other leg can be placed right on top and then screw everything in. And this can be flipped right side up. Now it's time to screw in the top, and this can be flipped just like so and placed right over here. And we're going to be using 4 of the F screws right under here. Now it's time to install the charging station right on top here, so this can just slide right through. And we're going to be using these small P screws. So now it's time to make the drawers, so we can just open this right up, and this piece can be placed right inside. And now we can go ahead and screw in the handle right here. And now the drawers fit right at the bottom. So now comes the coolest part, and that's going to be attaching this LED strip light. So it's going to come in this little wheel, and I realized there's no real instructions on how to do this, but I figured the easiest way is to go ahead and flip this upside down and then have this tilted at an angle so it's a lot easier to see, and then have it tilted like this so it's easier to see in here. And now depending on where you want the outlet to be, you can have this towards the left or towards the right, and in this case I'm gonna have it towards over here, and that's because the USB outlets to connect this are actually going to be right on the left side underneath here, as you see right there. So I want it as close as possible. So I'm going to end up putting the LED strip somewhere in the center. And since it's a little bit too long, I am going to cut it. And it has to be cut on these copper bits over here. And when it comes time to peel the blue sticker, it can be a bit tricky. So if your nail doesn't work, just use some scissors or a knife. And then after placing it right over here, I just patted it down a lot just to make sure it's really stuck. And now it comes time to do the same thing for the head. And thankfully this sticker came off real easy. And then it just fits right over here. And so here's how the nightstand ended up looking like, and I messed with the settings for the light, and it's actually really cool because it also does have app control. But before going over that, we can take a look at some of the drawers right in here, and also the feet can go ahead and come loose, so if the floors were uneven, this can be evened out a little bit more. And up top, here's the charging station. We're going to have 2 USB-A outlets, and then 2 regular outlets. And now here's what it ended up looking like underneath. So it looks pretty neat, and I went ahead and attached a cable over there. And the good thing is, since this is right close by, I can just attach it right over here, and it immediately goes ahead and lights up. Now there's 3 ways to control this. The first way is going to be manual, because there's actually going to be a button right over here, so if I press it, it'll just go through like different settings or different color options. The second way is going to be with the remote control. So this just has to come right off this little plastic bit, and I can go ahead and turn it off, turn it on, and I can change it to like a static color, and it does change really nicely. And there's also going to be other effects. So here I see mode, auto, and music. So let me put the mode button, and right now it's just switching between them. Let me press it again. Now it kind of pulsates. One more time. Okay, it's a seamless transition. Another time. And it goes kind of back to pulsating, but this time just for the static color. And now one more time, and okay, this just changes colors when I keep pressing the mode button. But the coolest part would be the app control. So I went ahead and just downloaded the app, and here's what it looks like. It automatically goes ahead and connects to it. And now if I want, I can turn it off just by pressing over here, and now everything's off. I can turn it back on. I can adjust the colors. I can change the style, so there's going to be a lot of different styling options. And in other words, these were the modes, so static green, static cyan. But here's the more interesting ones, the white strobe flash, purple strobe flash, and then, yeah, there's a bunch of these to mess with. And now music, so if I press it, it'll go ahead and adjust to the song, the microphone, so it goes ahead and switches depending on, you know, how loud I'm talking, how fast I'm talking. And there you saw it stayed completely still when I was quiet. And there's also a schedule button. So this is if I want the lights to turn on at a certain time or turn off at a certain time. And let me go back over here and let me put some, actually, yeah, let me go back to red. This looks pretty deep. And I can also decrease the brightness. There you see, so, and then that's completely off. And as you can see, no matter if I go ahead and, you know, move this, it's not going to change until I let go of my finger. And there. But yeah, overall, this is pretty cool. This is probably the coolest nightstand I went ahead and checked out because this one does have a light. It's pretty handy. It fits pretty nicely over here. You know, it's not even a nightstand. It's more of an end table in the living room here. But yeah, if you're looking for a nightstand or an end table, you know, one with lights as well too, definitely check this one out.